Ms. Green, I was reviewing our HCI lecture materials, particularly the section on voice interfaces. It makes me wonder, have speech interfaces truly come of age? We see them everywhere, but are they genuinely effective?
That is the big question, Samir. They have certainly improved immensely over the last few years. If you look at popular voice assistants like Alexa, they are no longer just single-use utilities. They are heavily integrated into home environments to support families by playing games, telling jokes, and providing interactive storytelling. It actually encourages social and emotional bonding among family members.
That sounds great in theory, but I notice a massive roadblock when my younger cousins try to use it. They end up yelling at the speaker.
You aren't wrong. The research actually highlights that young children, especially those under the age of 4, find it incredibly difficult to be understood by standard voice assistants. It becomes a highly frustrating experience for them because their speech patterns aren't fully recognized yet.
Exactly. Another thing is that human conversation isn't a neat, sequential exchange. It's naturally messy. When we talk to each other, we constantly interrupt. For instance, if you are ordering food in a restaurant, you don't always sit silently and let the waiter list every single daily special if you already know what you want.
Precisely, and speech technology has to account for that human behavior. To solve this, developers use a feature called barge in. This essentially allows users to shout out or choose an option before the system has finished reading through its entire menu or list of available choices.
Oh, so that's what it's called. It makes the system feel much more responsive. But how do designers actually structure these conversations so they don't fall apart?
Well, there are two primary methods. First, you have directed dialogues. In a directed dialogue, the system takes total control of the conversation. It asks very specific questions and strictly requires specific, predefined responses from the user. It's rigid, but highly structured to minimize errors.
Like those automated banking lines where you have to say yes or no, but the more advanced apps let you speak naturally, right?
Yes, more flexible systems allow the user to take the initiative completely. For example, a user can just say a complete sentence like, "I'd like to go to Paris next Monday for 2 weeks."
But what happens if the system misses a detail? Like, what if it doesn't catch the dates?
That is where guided prompts come into play. They are designed to gracefully steer callers back on track. If the system gets confused or misses something, it triggers a prompt like, "Sorry, I did not get all that. Did you say you wanted to fly next Monday?"
I see. So a major research and design consideration is keeping the conversation on track, helping people navigate efficiently, and enabling them to recover easily from errors.
Exactly. Designers also have to guide users who are vague or ambiguous in their requests. And get this, they even have to carefully choose the type of voice actor, like deciding between a male, female, neutral, or dialect-specific voice. Studies look into whether people prefer to listen to, or are more patient with, a specific gendered voice or a northern versus southern accent.
Let's switch over to pen-based devices. These let people write, draw, and move objects using a stylus, capitalizing on drawing skills we've practiced since childhood.
Yes. A great example is the LiveScribe Echo 2 Smart Pen. It combines an ordinary ink pen with a digital camera to record everything written on special paper.
The pros are that it's great for filling out paper forms because it easily converts handwriting into a digital typeface record. It also lets remote teams collaborate on the same document.
But the downside is that it can feel clunky and suffer from lag. Plus, a user's hand can occlude, or physically block, parts of the screen while writing, hiding important options.
Wow, I never thought about hand occlusion. Designing natural interfaces is definitely harder than it looks.
Definitely. That covers this whole section. Time for the coffee break.
Oh, Absolutely. Let's go.